Do you realize that like children, if they have preferred pronouns that like maybe you disagree with, if you are to respect them, you'll help them a lot in like their long run with their mental health, like
Yeah,
significantly. Like over 70% of their like severe depression rates or like symptoms will go down.
yeah, I could care less about your feelings. You're not going to limit my grammar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, so you don't care about like children self-unaliving? Is that what I'm hearing?
this is a recorded video, buddy.
Isaiah, do you care about like children self-unaliving?
Yeah, obviously, but I'm not going to have someone tell
Okay,
me.
so you're gonna care about like using their preferred pronouns because in the developmental stages of being like very vulnerable to bullying, they're gonna need support in their home life and like people that care about them to use preferred pronouns. But if you have like,
No,
yeah, yeah, they will.
no.
So they're
We
gonna
are.
really need that like for severe depression
We
symptoms,
can give you the empirical data, dude.
self-unaliving ideation, self-unaliving attempts. The self-unaliving attempts actually decrease by over 60%, just if you use their preferred pronouns and name.
Yeah, so let's assume your view is right, and like, just we can give you the data. Assume that the data is true, and then assume that your view is right. Like these trans people are confused, right? Just assume that's true. Would you still not use the preferred pronouns and just let these kids have higher rates of unaliving themselves? Would you do that? Are you that type of person? Just answer me honestly. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
well,
give you all the toys here. Your view is correct, I'm assuming for the sake of the argument. But then we're also assuming that the empirical data, which is true, which is demonstrably true, that we can share with you, that I'll be happy to DM you, assuming that's true as well, would you still call them the incorrect pronouns?
so your question is, no matter what is presented, will I not use their pronouns?
Yeah, well,
Well,
no,
like
no,
the fact that like the rates of like suicidal or sorry, I can't say that word. I'm gonna restart. Um,
unaliving.
F1 in the chat for educational purposes only. The self-unaliving rates will decrease significantly. The attempts decrease by over 60%. The ideation rates decrease by over like 35% to like 40%, I think.
Yep, and we're gonna also assume, like, because I predict you're probably some type of Christian or something or theist, and so we'll also assume your view is true. Like God created us, and we have proper functionality of being a woman, and it entails this biology. Like we'll just assume that for the sake of the argument. Would you still call them what they don't prefer to be called?
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm not going to
Okay,
limit.
so you are
Wow,
advocating for children to
wow,
self-unalive.
wow. You're a piece of shit, buddy. I'm glad we got that
That's like
recorded.
all, yeah, that's what that means. You are gonna be like literally assisting in children self-unaliving.